All right, fellas, on the first episode of Filming with Tiger, let's talk about the importance of proper angles. As you can see, this is going to be a veer option, which means that by design, one of these linemen are going to be unblocked. And it's very important for everybody on the team to identify who that is. In this particular situation, it's going to be this guy. So because I know that guy is going to be unblocked, I am not worried about this cornerback in front of me at all. This is going to be the guy I'm focused on. All right, so let's play this play out in slow-mo and see what happens. I want you guys to keep an eye on 13, watch what he does. So boom, he takes his first step, and instead of continuing forward and trusting the play design, he peels back and picks up the unblocked guy. Now what this creates is an offset in the play design. This is no longer a read option. This is now a quarterback option. Quarterback dive. Quarterback continues on. Notice how I take that sharp angle going off the defensive end's ass, trying to get the guy who I'm aiming to get. I can't hit him, so I get the next best guy, which is his guy right in front of him. Quarterback cuts right behind. Clear lane. Terrible pursuit angles by the defense, by the way. All right, guys, so this is one of my favorite clips. So the biggest thing about playing offensive line, like you guys all know, is that we have to be the smartest person on the field, and we have to aid the quarterback, not only physically protecting him, but being an extra set of eyes and giving him insight for some of the stuff that we see regarding the pass protections and how the quarterback can help us help him. So I'm just going to kind of play this clip out and just kind of keep this in mind while you guys are playing.
See, I said we gotta play these. Hey, QB, if you can, try not to draw back at all. Yeah. Man, what am I doing wrong?
Okay, so a lot of quarterbacks on this game get happy feet, and which I don't blame them. They're trying to get away from the pressure. They're reading coverages, picking plays, hoping wide receivers run their routes. They got a lot of shit going on in their brain. So whenever we do want to pass the QB a message, let's try to keep it quick, accurate, and as short as possible, because they're trying to process a lot of information in a short amount of time. So check this out.
Dog, someone give me some tips or something.
Just hold that.
Hey, Castle, bro, run that street, Castle.
All right.
With that drag.
Come on.
That's perfect, QB. That's perfect.
Quarterback takes offensive lineman advice. He gets himself a little bit more time. More time equal wide open wide receivers. Wide open wide receivers equals touchdown. And that's how we operate, fellas. Okay, so this play right here was another favorite of mine. Let's go ahead and run it, and then we'll run it back and talk about it.
The left side.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. Okay, I want to walk you guys through my thought process. All right, so on this particular build, I only have one guardian, and I can't remember what that defensive end has, but he had already beat me twice earlier in this game. I had gave up like 2 sacks because I was experimenting with something, and this is what I was experimenting with. In the past, when I engaged him, I would try to engage him early in the play count. I would try to attack him and engage about right here. Because I know I have that one guardian and I'm not the best offensive lineman on this build, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delay my engagement to buy the quarterback more time. So instead of engaging him right there, what I do is I'll drop back towards the quarterback, buying time. And this is what I want to talk about, patience. I actually stop Yeah, and see where he's going. Because at this point, I'm reading him to see where he's trying to go. Because what I don't want to do is give up that inside angle to the quarterback. Had I kept dropping back, I was going to be open to that. So ideally, if I'm going to get beat, I want to get beat going around my left shoulder and give the quarterback room to step up in the pocket. I cannot get beat inside and let that defensive lineman end up in the quarterback's face. So as I'm sitting there waiting for him, I wait a second and then I pick back up. Because at this point, he's going exactly where I want him to go. He's taking the long way around me. Now I engage. Because I know I can't hold him long with my limited guardian. That's just enough time for the QB to step up and get rid of. Look at it. Look how quick he got off me. See, had I engaged him at the top of the line of scrimmage, that's a sack. Now, if I'm on a bill with 2 or 3 guardians, I could probably engage him earlier and then we could dance at the line of scrimmage. But I knew I couldn't take that chance. So you engage late when you are outmatched. Just enough time to get rid of the ball. And that's high IQ offensive lineman, guys. This is what we're going to teach everybody who comes through the university. Okay, guys, I got another low light. All right, so you guys should know this by now. I love to leave this backside end unblocked, but if I'm going to take a piss poor angle, it defeats the purpose altogether. And I'll show you guys exactly where I went wrong at. So at the snap of the ball, the very first thing that I do, let's see, where do I go? Boom. At this point right here, I've already lost. I'm going up the field. I'm going up the field. Although it looks like I'm taking a good angle, so instead of having my analog stick where it should be at about 9 o'clock, I have it at about 11 o'clock. And that slight difference is the reason why I missed this block. I try to readjust at the last second. I try to get super flat, but at that point, it's too late. I've already missed it. See what I'm saying? Proper angles, guys. And you want to start your angles hard early. Because if you try to adjust late like I did, late into the snap, you're going to miss that block. So remember, guys, come off hard and flat as early as you can. Don't go up the field. That includes D-line and offensive line. All right, guys, so I want to talk about the setup. So throughout the whole game, I had pretty much been beating this guy the same way over and over, sometimes taking an L by attacking that left outside shoulder. But on this particular play, I mixed it up all together. So I go hard on the inside because I know that I'm setting him up for another move, and that move is going to be the fake spin one way and continue on the other way. Make sure you guys utilize these moves. I want to say on this build, I'm working with a tactician with I want to say it has like 88 or low 90s for the finesse move. But make sure when you guys do utilize those spin moves, you take care and prioritize leverage. This move worked the way that it did because at this point I'm already on the inside. I've already won the inside. He's trying to come back to the inside. Once I hit him with this, at that point he tries to go back the other way and he takes a L. Also keep in mind that this guy is not an offensive lineman, so the chances of him winning are going to be pretty much slim to none. But even if you time these up correctly and have bad leverage, you will not execute what you think you are going to execute. So make sure you guys prioritize leverage. And then after that, you just gotta handle business. Mix up your move, guys. All right, guys, so on this play, I want to put an emphasis on staying locked in even when you take your first, second, or third loss on the play. All right, check this out. This is going to be me at this right defensive end spot. Basically, what's going to happen is I'm playing against a really good offensive lineman. I think this is the guy who was running three guardians. I can't quite remember. So basically what happens is I come off the line. I'm stonewalled. I'm trying everything. I'm giving him everything I got. It's a patty cake session over there. I think I hit him with everything I had. I finally get off. And I'm like, fuck, well, I'll just keep pursuing the ball and see what happens. I'm pursuing. Uh-oh. Yeah, we know what happens next. Yeah, I need those. And this is how we change games, guys. Always remember, just because you take a L in the first 3 attempts, that fourth one could change the game. Stay locked in, guys. Alright, guys, so this is probably going to be one of my favorite clips. I mentioned earlier how I like to leave the backside ends unblocked because I don't believe most of the time they'll take the right angles to make that tackle from the backside. So 9 times out of 10, I'm always going to try to give me a 2-for-1. Whenever you find yourself in that situation, or you find yourself in the backfield on a running play, you don't want to get over eager and just try to hit everything immediately. Take a second, analyze, see where the play is going before you take a bad angle. It's much better to wait a half a second to verify where the play is going and pursue it instead of getting beat because you over pursued in the wrong direction. Now, let's go ahead and run this. So at the start of this play, I come off the line and I see it's a toss play. So instead of taking that terrible angle and trying to get the running back where he's at, I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to beat him to where I know he's going. So instead of trying to get him in the backfield there, I just beeline towards this sideline because I don't give a damn if he has 105 speed. At this angle, with my mediocre speed, I know there's no way he's going to get to the sideline before me. And my job at this point is to contain him and keep him from getting that sideline. So I'm just going to continue that beeline, and then I see him start to panic. At this point, I'm like, oh yeah, we got him. By that time, it gives the other defensive lineman time to recover. He initiate contact, and I come in and finish him off. Remember, guys, whenever you find yourself in the backfield, pause, read the play, and run in flat lines down the line of scrimmage.
We can run this little. Come on now. Okay.
Okay, guys, check out this low light by me. So basically what happens on this play is I expect the offensive lineman to do one thing, and he does nothing at all. And I overcompensate going too far up the field, same as red. Quarterback steps right under both of us. Now, what I want you guys to keep in mind is that as I come off the line of scrimmage, I'm always looking to attack that outside shoulder. If I'm going inside, I'm going to attack the inside shoulder. But I knew pre-snap, because we had been killing these guys all game, coming off these outside lanes. Notice how the guy who was supposed to be blocking me goes AFK. I don't know what he's doing, but he does nothing at all, really. So check out these bad angles. Now, as soon as I get right here, I should come off turbo and go hard inside that direction. But instead of doing that, I continue on this route instead, expecting the quarterback to continue to roll out instead of stepping up. Because I want to say at this point in the game, we had already sacked them twice by putting the emphasis on outside contain. But instead of rolling out, the quarterback just steps right underneath us. This is why it's so important to put more emphasis on the angles that we take instead of the speed at which we try to get to the space. Remember, guys, everybody on the field, 9 times out of 10 is faster than us, keep in mind that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Right here, I'm out of control. Stay in control, take tight angles, guys. Don't end up like this. And I'm out.